Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Talking Bullion. Well, it's hard to believe 2020 is right around the corner, and it's time to come up with some new strategies, some new objectives for the year. And as you know, last year I put out a 2019 strategies for the year and was able for the most part to complete them. One of the things I wasn't expecting was the great deals that I was able to get on constitutional silver, which caused us to have to allocate some of our budget towards that instead of maybe some of the other things we were hoping to get. But as you can see in the background here, got ourselves a wall of constitutional silver. Now, as you guys know, most of you should know anyway, that I put all my constitutional silver in guardhouse boxes. You can see in the background here, we've got a dime box, a quarter box, the orange box there is a quarter box, and the brown box there is a half box. So I've been able to build a wall plus of constitutional silver, and let me tell you, I'm really, really happy about that. I think constitutional silver, 90% silver, is going to be really important in certain situations. And maybe if the gold to silver ratio ever drops, I'll be able to trade some of it for some gold, which I've already been able to do this year, actually. I was able to trade some halves for some Canadian maple leaf gold coins. I was pretty happy about that. Didn't like giving up my constitutional silver, but I definitely was able to get some more gold, which is a big goal of ours. And that's going to be another big goal of ours for 2020. We did pretty well in 2019, but I feel we need to do better in 2020 on the gold side. So if my resource on the constitutional silver continues to reach out to me, I'll probably continue to buy because we've been getting this for $3, $4, and in some cases $5 below spot, and it just makes sense to buy it. If I need to reallocate the funds, buy some more gold at $3 to $4 an ounce below spot, I could take it into an LCS, which is a local coin shop or a local coin store, and at least get my money back on it and probably make a little bit. And I could even offer it a substantial discount well below spot to some of the YouTube community members, and I'm sure they'd be happy to pick it up. And so I'm not disappointed at all about our stacking on constitutional silver. Mrs. TB and me actually consider it a blessing that we've been able to find this resource and been able to pick up a decent amount of constitutional silver, because again, I think it's the ultimate fractional silver to have, and I think in certain situations, it's going to be great to have it. So that's good. So 2019 was a very good year for us. Was able to increase our stack by quite a bit. But what about 2020? Well, 2020, going to focus a little less on constitutional silver, 90%, and more on the American Silver Eagles, which you see here. We've got a couple of tubes lined up in the gold, and that's going to become really important for us. On the gold here, I've got a 1/10 of an ounce, 1/4 of an ounce, and a 1/2 ounce. Now we know that the 1/10 of an ounce, that's a true 1/10. It actually weighs a little bit more than a 1/10 to compensate for the copper they put in there. That's an American Gold Eagle. But we also have a pre-1933 coin, and that doesn't have a true 1/4 ounce in it either. It's 0.2419, but it's pretty close. Most people call it a 1/4 of an ounce. And we have the half here, 1/2 ounce, which is technically 0.4838, so it's a little less than a half. Let's go ahead and take a look at this 1/2 ouncer. It's an 1897. Sorry, I'm on the opposite side of my camera today. It's an 1897, beautiful pre-1933 coin. Let's take a look at the back side here. Oops, got it upside down. You can see it says 10D for $10. This thing's in really good shape. I don't remember what it was rated at when I bought it. Oh boy, that's probably AU condition. Look at the shield, look at the feathers. That is a beautiful coin. It's got some weight to it as well. I love the feel of it. So let's look at the front Liberty one more time. Very nice, 1897. It does have that big scratch there behind the head, behind the neck. That's okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of gold. And let's take a look at one of these 1/4 ouncers. This one is an 1880. Let's look at that one. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful piece of gold, huh? Beautiful piece of gold. And then let's take a look at the back side. Now these are $5. So the first one we looked at was 10. You can see the 5D on the bottom of this one for $5. Not using my coin cam because I think this is capturing it pretty well. Coin cam has filters on it that kind of change the color. Let's see if I can get my thumb out of there. So yeah, what do you think, huh? Anything beautiful or what? 1880. There's one old coin. So almost all these I bought off eBay with eBay bucks and paid well below spot on them. So that's pretty cool. Then here I've got American Gold Eagle. I don't have a whole lot of Gold Eagles. I got a lot of pre-1933. Not a lot. I got a few 1933. Pre-1933 and some Canadian Maple Leafs, but she's a beauty, isn't she? So let's go ahead and take a look at the back. So yeah, pretty nice coin. You can see 1/10 ounce. Fine gold. So yeah, so we want to do a little bit more of this for sure. Get some more gold and maybe even get some fun stuff like this Geiger bar that I was able to pick up with my eBay bucks a while back. Look at this beauty, huh? How was that? So this is definitely premium gold, but again, bought it with eBay bucks. Paid for the whole thing. This is 5 grams. You can see on the bottom 5 grams of fine 0.999949s gold. Here's the back of it. 99.9. Comes in a certificate, comes with a security seal, the blue writing on the back of it, serial number. So yeah, I gotta get some fun stuff. That's a very, very nice piece. And then one thing you should keep an eye out, especially when you're looking for a gold below spot with your eBay bucks, is these commemoratives. Now I like these commemoratives, but I don't think they sold very well because there's a lot of them out there and a lot of them you can get well below spot. And again, I'm not really buying this for the design, although I do like the design. I like things about America, and this is We the People. I'm buying it more for the gold content. This, again, is 0.2419. It's a 90%er. And this, I could take to an LCS today and at least get back what I paid for it, probably more, because when I bought these things, gold was less. So again, nice design. I don't know that LCS or somebody like that would pay a lot of extra for it, being commemorative. But they would definitely consider the spot or the melt. Usually melt with an LCS. And getting this well below that makes it an easy pickup. And then, of course, we've got a couple other fun things. And this is something I traded some silver for. We've got a Krugerrand, 1/10 of an ounce, gold. Krugerrands, that's pretty cool. Those are fun to pick up, something a little bit different. This is a 2012. You can see it there. That's 1/10 of an ounce again. And then one of the things I really like to pick up is these Canadian Maple Leafs, because these are on 0.999 as well. And you can see these are $5 coins. This one's a 2017. And let's look at the back here. We got the classic Canadian Maple Leaf. And it says 0.9999 twice on the left and on the right. So that must be really important if they want to show it twice. So pretty cool. This one's got the security features on it. You can see all those thin lines, those radial lines on there. So yeah, so for 2020, Mrs. TB and me are really going to focus on American Silver Eagles and gold. Now, as we know, both are expensive. To buy a tube or a roll of American Silver Eagles in any kind of gold really, really challenges your pocketbook, and you've really got to be committed to it and even save some money to be able to do it. However, I think we're at that stage. I think we've got a lot of constitutional silver. We've got generics from the past, and we still continue to buy some generic stuff at coin shows. When we go and we find them for a really good price, or, we find some of the discounts on online bullion dealers, we'll pick some up. But we need to have a plan. We just don't want to have a box of stuff laying around. What we want to have is stuff that is resellable and able to cash in if necessary. If anything happens bad within the economy, be able to have something that people want to get off of us. So usually on the generic stuff, I like to buy good generic, some vintage stuff or stuff that people may want. Of course, I've got, a few rolls of Buffaloes and different things like that, the Indian Head / Buffalo rounds that are very common. And we have some Sunshine Mint rounds, which are classics and easily recognized for people. If they were to pick them up, those are pretty common. They do have the security feature built into them. So we've got some of that going. We've got Constitutional Silver going. But because of our budget in 2019 for Constitutional Silver, we really need to get focused back on our goals for a monster box of American Silver Eagles and more gold. Now, how much gold? That's a good question because we would like to get more, but, let's say we set a goal for an ounce a month. Well, heck, that's $1,500 right now. That is a lot of money. And that would be a goal that would be very difficult to achieve. Would I like to pick up 12 ounces of gold in 2020? I really, really would. But that's, if we're going to have other budgets for other things, other silver, ASCs, an ounce of gold is pretty high and pretty aggressive. So not really realistic is what I'm trying to say. But we will talk about it and have talked about it. We'll set some internal goals to try to set out and do, because if you don't set a goal, you're probably not going to meet them. Whether it be a tube a month of ASCs or, a quarter ounce of gold like we did last year, we'll make sure that we pick something and try to stick to it. And of course, you got to be flexible, be willing to bend and turn different ways. It all depends on what happens with spot. It all depends on what happens with, a lot of different things. How high is silver going to go? How low is silver going to go? How high is gold going to go? How low is gold going to go? How often is my resource going to contact me in 2020 about the Constitutional Silver? I think that's going to thin down here really, really soon. I don't think that's going to continue to be a big budget item like it was in 2019, which is fine. We're ready to move on. We're so thankful that we had that resource. We certainly can start allocating to some other things as well. So I'm just rambling here. The bottom line is we're expecting 2020 to be a fantastic year. We're going to allocate, we're going to budget, we're going to continue to grow our YouTube channel and bring you great video content, bring you great educational content, great unboxing content. We're planning to continue on with our live streams. We're expecting a really good year. And why don't you comment below about what your 2020 strategies are going to be. So ultimately, we have two big strategies for the year. To get more American Silver Eagles, enough to fill a monster box. And I'm not really that concerned about filling the physical green monster box. What that really means is the quantity. That's a quantity to shoot for. And also, get more gold. Those two things, if we've got more at the end of the year than what we started with, then we've done very well. But we'll set an internal number and make sure we hit that or try our best to hit it. So appreciate everybody. Thank you for watching. We wish you a happy new year, a prosperous new year. And give us your thoughts down below. Let us know what you're planning to do. It'd be interesting to see what people have in mind for 2020. And always remember, let's keep talking bullion.